peeking out from his den, as neighbors tell us he has company.
So all 6 of them popping in and out of all those little holes like whack-a-moles. They were adorable.
All 6 babies found, while the parents are still missing. The hill the foxes called home had their network of dens buried this week by dirt and asphalt and were feared dead. Friday's sighting follows volunteers who dug out debris Thursday for hours.
We're going to try and go back today, later on today, with a small excavator and see if we can pull some of that dirt away.
Still nothing from the village of Spring Valley following 3 calls in 3 days. But the DEC is investigating along with the Rockland County Drainage Agency. As we met with the RCDA at the site, we caught the company which owns the property tossing cardboard boxes down the hill.
Well, you're just throwing stuff on the side.
After telling us on Earth Day, they plan to prevent further dumping.
We don't get to go back and do it again. Once it's gone, it's gone.
The news reached Senator Elijah Reichlin Melnick, just as he honors other local businesses for being champions of the environment.
Well, we can reach out to the village, and we can reach out to the State Department of Environmental Conservation and can make it a priority to try to get them involved and working on this issue.
A callous crime against nature, sparking a massive search for answers. In Spring Valley, Beth Cephalou, News 12.
And we're still waiting to hear back about the DEC's investigation. More good news. As of this evening, neighbors spotted one of the adult foxes.
At the beginning of the pandemic, Bushwick Grind Cafe owner Kim Williams Davis lost her father.
That was very difficult. My father is like the nucleus of my entire family. And then that is around the same time frame where everything just heightened. And I had a lot more death in the family, so we literally had to close.
During that time, they allowed other businesses to use the space for pop-ups.
It was amazing. We were able to help small home-based businesses. They were able to sell their products. Once we reopened, we keep some of their products on our retail wall.
And as of September, the coffees, smoothies, and breakfast sandwiches are back.
We just modified our workflow so everyone feels comfortable to come here and work.
They're now feeding workers at vaccination sites, and there's a community fridge outside the cafe too.
It is incredible. When I tell you, the local schools every day will come and put leftover items from the school, from the food in that fridge. The very next day it's gone.
While they had to modify the menu a bit, they're still providing this community with great food that's healthy too.
The work jerk panini is a very popular item. It comes on a Bianca bread, which is nice, light, and flaky, with some pepper jack cheese.
Their mission that you'll see right when you walk in.
We strive to create an experience so that every guest leaves a bit better than they came.
A place that's hoping to not just feed people's bodies, but their souls too. In Williamsburg, Emily Lorsch, News 12.
I'm here at Jazzy Spin in Elmont, where the pandemic had first put the brakes on this business, but now they're switching gears. They're bringing their classes outside, inside, and virtual. So let's take a look.
When you come here, you feel at home. You feel like you're working on yourself, and it's fun. We didn't come back inside until October. But during the summer, once the governor lifted some restrictions and we were able to kind of be outside, we started in July, we took the classes outside because there were some clients that kind of felt too closed in. They didn't want to be indoors anymore. We had to change the filter. Basically, I had to put the rest of the bike in storage and only have this capacity of 11 because that's what we're allowed, with it being 6 feet apart. We just tried to do, anything that we could to try to keep people engaged. Community wants it. And, I'm a big promoter of moving our bodies. We're still here, so we're feeling blessed and happy about that.
Good job. Clap everybody that's you. Never give up, never quit. And surround yourself with people that will encourage and inspire you.
Jazzy Spin here in Elmont is open, and they're waiting for you. In Elmont, Antoinette Biordi, News 12.
Culture.
Hi, News 12. I just want the voice.
Community.
But
first shot went into the arm of Port Washington nurse Sandra Lindsay.
Connections.
Seems like so much fun.
It was pretty hectic.
Discover News 12 New York.
Hey, look, we're happy, right?
A new way to see the best of News 12's local channels from across the tri-state area, all in one place. Now streaming 24/7 on your favorite devices. Discover News 12 New York today.
For more than 12 months, they feared they may be in their final act. Now, the Downtown Cabaret Theater in Bridgeport is preparing to raise the curtain this summer. News 12 Connecticut's Ali Warshawski.
Which I think it goes something like that.
While many clear out their closets during spring cleaning, Hugh Hallinan won't be throwing out a thing.
Again, more of the lobster.
The executive director of the Downtown Cabaret Theater says it will reopen in July with the productions some never ended up seeing in 2020.
The obvious reason for that is that we have spent the money to produce these shows already, and taking them out of the mothballs and dusting them off is a lot more financially viable.
Like their children's show, The Little Mermaid.
Everybody's facing the stage without.
The staff has rearranged the theater to allow for more social distancing.
These doors will be used.
And Hallinan says they are looking at one-act plays to avoid an intermission where people gather in groups. He admits the future of the cabaret is still unknown, and a lot relies on its patrons.
Are they going to come? Are they not going to come? If they do come, how comfortable are they going to be?
Hello, kids.
He says a lot of their patrons have credits for shows that didn't happen last year, which could delay revenue when they reopen.
No, it's hopeless.
He's also hoping to secure federal money from the Shuttered Venue Operators grants.
We're hoping for maybe $500,000 is what we believe we're eligible for on that, but it's first come, first served.
Hallinan says he tried to apply for the Shuttered Venue Operators grant when it became available Friday, but due to technical glitches, it still remains closed to applicants across the country. In Bridgeport, Ali Warshawski, News 12, Connecticut.
Here's a tip to create some calm in today's News 12 mindful moment. Exercise improves mental health and can boost your mood, aside from building a stronger body. Decreased stress, improved sleep, and staving off depression are just a few of the benefits.
Culture.
So you don't have to spend a lot to get a great wine.
Community.
The other issue with the surgical mask is it's not as snug against your face.
Connections.
Everybody called this sleigh ride.
Discover News 12 New York.
Hey, look, we're happy, right?
A new way to see the best of News 12's local channels from across the tri-state area, all in one place. Now streaming 24/7 on your favorite devices. Discover News 12 New York today. News 12 New York invites you to watch stories that will make you smile, showcasing people who are doing good in the community.
Really important people who contributed so much.
Look for On a Positive Note.
All of our news is good news.
Local stories from around the tri-state area that are full of hope, inspiration, and kindness. Let News 12 New York help brighten your day with stories that highlight the good going on all around us. Catch On a Positive Note right here on News 12 New York. When severe weather threatens our area, News 12 Storm Watch pinpoints how it will affect your neighborhood.
Storm's not over yet. We still have a few more hours.
Our precision tracking technology is designed to keep you safe, informed, and ahead of the storm.
Thunderbolt 12 will go block by block to show you how bad the storm really is.
The Tri-State's largest team of meteorologists is committed to up-to-the-minute storm monitoring so you know what to expect and when. News 12 Storm Watch, alerting you and your family when safety matters.
Some Long Island teens are taking action to help those having trouble booking a vaccine appointment online. Harvey Long and Amber Sun from Great Neck High School, they have started a group called New York Vaccine Angels. It aims to help Asian Americans or other non-English speakers, even those who aren't computer savvy, book vaccine appointments. The pair were inspired by a teen in Chicago who runs a similar program. They hope their computer skills will help some Long Islanders get their shots.
You know that you're basically changing lives by doing this.
With this, people are able to see their family for the first time in maybe a year. They're able to go into their jobs feeling secure. They're able to basically live their lives.
And the pair says they are already getting lots of requests and could even use some volunteer angels to help book appointments. If you know someone who could use their help or would like to volunteer themselves, we have that information on our website. It's news12.com. It's under numbers and links.
And for today's Chef's Quick Tip, News 12's Tina Redwine is showing us how to make a delicious cut of fish, plus shares her guide to choosing the best fish to eat.
I'm Tina Redwine with today's Quick Tip. Joining us is nutritionist
Kira Panchenko from Nuvo Nutrition Fertility Wellness. Today I'm going to show you how to make a salmon dish. It's called lemon pepper salmon. I usually go with a wild caught salmon as opposed to a farm raised salmon. The wild salmon is very high in omega-3 fatty acids, which is great for preventing inflammation. It also is packed with more nutrients than farm raised, and that's based on what they're eating. So when the salmon are out in the wild, they're eating krill, those are things that are naturally present in their environment. Farm raised salmon is still sometimes in the ocean, but what they're being fed is sometimes corn, wheat, and sometimes they're even eating salmon. So they're eating themselves. So I always try to use wild salmon as much as possible. I just have it dried off a little bit, and then I'm going to make the marinade. So I take a little bit of avocado oil, maybe about a teaspoon. This is about 1 lemon worth of lemon juice. And then I add in probably like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. Very, very, very easy. I put on a piece of parchment paper. And what I'll do is I will take this, I'll put it into a preheated oven, which is 400 degrees, and I'll cook it for about 10 minutes. So one website that I use the most is called Environmental Working Group, or EWG.org. So I always look at that website when people are asking if they eat certain fish. It also has a rate chart, which is red for something that you don't want to be eating, sort of like tuna and tilefish and swordfish, and then all the way to green, which is salmon with sardines, rainbow trout, and even Atlantic mackerel.
And this tip is online. Just search for News 12 Connecticut Quick Tips Fish Selection. With nutritionist Kira, Tina Redwine, News 12.
And from bagels to burgers and everything in between, an Ardsley restaurant wants to keep you fed just about any time of the day. Here's this week's We're Open.
My name is Michael Glick. I'm the owner of the shop located at 711 Sawmill River Road in Ardsley. We are a hybrid restaurant in which during the daytime we do quick service bagels, breakfast, and lunch. And then at 4 p.m. we switch over to a full service American restaurant with a full bar. So for dinner, we focus on mainly salads, appetizers, build your own burger, rotisserie chicken, fried chicken, and steaks, which is a lot. Probably our specialty would be our build your own burger, as well as the rotisserie and fried chicken meals, which are great for families. We have a great kids meal. We serve inside dining, obviously safe and socially distant. We have outdoor tables. We have about 3 or 4 outside tables out there out in front of the restaurant. We offer curbside pickup, which is really easy. You can either call in or you can order directly off the website. More information online at our website, and that's theshopardsley.com.
Maybe if you're in the area, you can go check it out. You can find all the information on our website under the numbers and links section.
Some would say there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. You have trouble, sound machines can help, and there are lots to choose from. But the Hatch Rest Mini may be the easiest to offer.
It is super simple to use. You can hobble through the sounds here using this button.
Hatch makes a variety of different sleep machines, but the Mini is designed for a small child or a baby's bedroom. Tiny Speaker has 8 built-in soothing sounds to help you rest. Just tap the top for birds, or water, white noise, a drier sound, ocean, wind, rain, plus this.
Our newest sound is the heartbeat, really popular one that we decided to add. It's a really great one for babies.
What makes the Mini unique is it also is app controlled, so you can remotely turn on or off the speaker, even set timers.
This is going to allow you to have Breast Mini turn off at any point. Let's say you just need to use it for an hour or so for nap time, or if you just need to have it on for a specific time period to block out some background noise.
Even though Hatch has new parents and children in mind for the Breast Mini, that doesn't mean teens or adults can't use it as well. In fact, it's good for just about anyone.
Hatch has always been really dedicated to helping families get better sleep.
It's also very tiny, so taking it on the road with you to block out unwanted noises at night is a snack. I'm Andrew Anker, and that's your download.
Personally, could have used it last night. The Hatch Breast Mini is $40. Check it out on news12.com. There, search under numbers and links.
Good news for the parents of intellectually and developmentally disabled adults. State-funded day programs can reopen in 2 weeks after being shut down for more than a year. But the fact that schools have reopened while day programs were closed led some parents to say their disabled loved ones have been neglected by the Murphy administration. News 12 New Jersey's Alex Zidane with their story.
They don't understand what's going on. We're their advocate. We have to scream and holler for them, and that's what we're trying to do.
Christine Irons has cared for her autistic daughter since birth. Now 30 years old, her daughter Chrysalyn Tybus was going to day courses for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities 6 days a week, but when the pandemic hit, the state-funded day programs were shut down.
My daughter, I could tell, is deteriorating from being out of school, and her behavior issues are getting bad.
For nearly 14 months, Christine has been virtually alone as caregiver for her daughter.
You can't understand her if she's talking to you. She babbles. She's not potty trained. She has to be within arm's length of us 24/7. We have to bathe her, brush her teeth, clean her, change her.
Following an outcry from parents like Christine, the state changed course on Thursday. In 2 weeks, all 21 counties will be able to reopen the programs, albeit at 50% capacity, unless COVID activity improves.
They step in the right direction.
Governor Murphy has indicated there were some issues with staffing, and that though the program isn't under her department, Commissioner of Health Judith Persicelli personally stepped in to get the programs back up and running.
We completely understand this, but we've got to, as I've said many times, balance physical health with mental health.
Christine is still waiting for the details, but hoping that a return to routine will help and reassure her daughter.
Chrysalyn needs that keep going back and forth to school every day, and she doesn't have that. And I feel that she's been neglected from the governor and from the state.
Alex Zidane, News 12, New Jersey.
A COVID vaccination is not required for program participants, but it is encouraged by the state.
Culture.
So you don't have to spend a lot to get a great one.
Community.
The other issue with the surgical mask is it's not as snug against your face.
Connections.
Everybody called this sleigh ride.
Discover News 12 New York.
Hey, look, we're happy, right?
A new way to see the best of News 12's local channels from across the tri-state area, all in one place. Now streaming 24/7 on your favorite devices. Discover News 12 New York today.
And the Alzheimer's Association honoring News 12 Connecticut's Frank Recchia with the 2020 Extraordinary Caregivers Award for the care he gave his mother at the end of her life. Today would have been Patsy Recchia's 85th birthday. Here's Frank.
Oh, you look so beautiful getting your hair done, sweetheart. Being recognized by the Alzheimer's Association as an extraordinary caregiver is a tremendous honor for me because it validates the life I chose to live for so many years, caring for my mother, Patsy Recchia, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2014.
You know what, Frankie?
What, sweetheart?
If I stick with you, I'm all right. I'll never be depressed.
It became very difficult at the end because as my mother's condition declined, she needed more and more care, and it was exhausting to provide it, but I did it because the whole thing was a labor of love. This past summer, my mother became very sick. She had a sudden and serious decline, and she had to go into the hospital. As she got sicker and sicker and more frail, I realized that there's no choice here. You're going to have to let her go. After the hospital, she was at the Jewish home for a few weeks. As wonderful as the hospice care is at the Jewish home, I still wasn't comfortable with her not being at home with me.
My name is Susan Schultz with Agency on